Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It's wonderful for to be here. Wonderful to have a conversation. For those who will be live, yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I can appreciate that. And then for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl. Yes, yes, yes. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, so we talked about, the fact that sometimes things don't work out the way that we intended them to, right? Sometimes other things happen, other things occur. Um, and so things just simply don't happen the way that we wanted to or intended them to or hoped for them to and things like that. So what do you do? What do you do? Hey, Ray Price, it's hump day. Good morning, sis. Hey, Brian. Good morning. So what do you do when things don't work out the way that you wanted them to? What's a life-giving approach? What is a life-giving approach for you to take when your plans didn't come out as you intended, when something fell through, when you didn't get the results that you thought you were going to get? Do you see what is a life-giving approach to things not working out? And why is it necessary to have this conversation? Because we live life, we're humans, and things sometimes simply do not work out. They sometimes simply do not work out. So, what do you do? How do you approach it? What's your strategy for things not working out? What do you say to yourself? What are the things that you do when things just don't work out? So, um, um, what's your go-to? It's lots of things too. Good morning, cousin. All is well. I pray the same for you. First of all, I think we just have to accept the fact that sometimes things won't work out. Good morning, Erica. Hey, honey bun. Good morning. But this is one of my postures is that I don't have the full picture of everything in life. And so I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to make sure that something works out. Right? I'm going to do everything that's within my ability to figure out how to make something work out. All that I can do, I'm going to do. But this is the other thing. When I can't do anything more, I'm going to accept what is and see what my lesson may have been. Do you see? I mean, accept what is and see what learning that is to take from it. But also, I fully believe that things are always working out for me. Scripture say all things work for the good of those who love the Lord and are the called according to his purposes. So I just believe that they're going to work out. Now, it don't mean that it's going to come out the way that I thought it was going to come out. It doesn't mean that there won't be some difficult experiences or challenges in the working out of the thing. But I believe ultimately things work out for my good. I just do. That I'm going to always have what I need, a lot of what I want, that when I decide that something's going to happen, it's going to happen. It may not happen in the way that I thought it was going to happen, but it's going to happen. And I trust Papa. I do. I trust. And what I know is that I don't know everything. So I might be going after a particular thing in a particular way. And when all things are considered, it's known that's not the best way for me. Right? It's understood that like that's not really the best thing for Kathy. Like, not really the best thing for her. And so when we think about how do I want to say it? So when we think about what's a life-giving approach to things not working out. Good morning, Pastor Bobby. Good morning. Good to see you this morning. Happy early Father's Day. So when we think about what's a life-giving approach to things not working out, one, again, mine is, okay, all right, that didn't work out. But because my knowing is that things always work out, that they do. And now, so that's not Pollyannish. I'm not saying it in the way that that there aren't difficulties. I'm not saying it in the way that that we won't have hardships in life. That's a part of the human journey. So I'm not saying that, but I am saying ultimately things work for my good, right? Ultimately, it's going to work out. So even if the working out is that I get support in the working through, right? I get support in my working through of something, or in the working through, I grow in ways that I hadn't grown before. Ultimately, it works for my good. That I'm settled with that. I'm settled with that. I'm settled with it. Now I'm also not of the whole mentality of I'm glad that this bad thing happened because now I'm better for it. No. I'm not saying that either. Like, I'd rather be better for it without the bad thing. Whatever, right? So I don't tie the two together. But I do know that if we got to be here, if this thing got to happen, or since it's happened, that I am going to be the better for it. That's not the option. I'm saying since we're on a rocky boat that's giving us a difficult time, I'm not going to get worse as a result of it. You know, I'm not gonna get worse as a result of it. I'm going to grow as a result of it. I am going to increase, expand, become more as a result of the rocky boat. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm just not willing to allow I don't know what I wanted to say there, in the sense of I'm not willing to not grow. One, I'm not willing to stay where I am. Two, I'm not willing to let something take me out. Three, now things can be difficult, and the struggle is real, right? And Papa's real, and my relationship with Papa is real, and all things do work together right? But you got to work the things, right? They don't just work together because, I mean, scripture says it, so we can accept it as that. Also, there's a human part to what scripture says. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are the called. Do you see? And so I own that truth for my life. And what's so a life-giving approach to things not working out is, okay, all right, this didn't work out the way that I intended it to. But since I know that things work for my good, like things are always working out for me, since I know that this is a temporary experience, it's a temporary stop. And I'm looking for the best for me, because I don't have the whole picture in life. Papa does, right? I don't have the whole picture. I don't have the full picture. So what I was sure was the thing that I wanted and needed, and that was the best for me in this situation, perhaps not. Perhaps not. Now I'm gonna go for it if that's what I feel from my soul, right? If that's what my soul is inviting me to, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put the effort in. I'm going to put the intention. I'm going to set the things in motion for it to be. I am. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to feel the feels. So I'm going to go on and feel what I need to feel. If it's disappointment or frustration or sadness or whatever, I'll feel that. And I don't stay there. So those are what we call depleting emotions. Not bad. They just deplete your energy to stay there. So I won't stay there long. I'll stay there long enough as I need to. I'll stay there long enough to do the work. I'll stay there long enough to honor my truth about the situation, because I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending to be okay with something that I'm not okay with. I'm not pretending to not be sad when I'm experiencing sadness because of some loss or disappointment or frustration or whatever. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not. However, I don't choose to stay in depleting emotions for a really long time. So I'm going to always be working to get towards sitting in energizing emotions. Yep, always. Gonna always be seeking to move towards emotions that energize me. Because I need my energy to do the things that I want to do that might not work out, but ultimately do work out. Right? That ultimately do work out. So there's always a lesson in life, no matter what it is that we're doing. There is a lesson. So I'm seeking my lesson when a life-giving approach when things don't work out is to also seek the lesson. What's the lesson here? What's the learn? A life-giving approach to things not working out is to still bring gratitude in. Gratitude is the secret sauce, y'all. In case you didn't know it, you better know it. Gratitude is the secret sauce. Gratitude is a powerful tool, strategy, mental attitude to have in life, period. It's just beneficial to be grateful. It's just beneficial to be grateful. Number one, it's beneficial. Number two, so it's beneficial to be grateful. Number two, it and that might actually cover all the things that I'm going to say out of that. Like, it's a great practice. It's a stabilizer. It's a stabilizer. It's not like some people will try to engage gratitude from the approach of what's the word I want to say? Escaping the difficult thing. right? They'll think that they can use gratitude and not feel what you need to feel, in a sense of if something happens, if there's some kind of disappointment or loss or whatever, we feel that. And we don't gratitude our way out of it. No, feel your feelings, okay? Go on and feel those. Just don't get imprisoned by them. Don't get imprisoned by any set of feelings. Keep yourself available, keep yourself open, keep yourself malleable, where you can adjust and you can choose where you want to park in your feelings, where you want to park, right? In your feeling state. Because we do get to choose. Like the whole thing of they made me feel this way. No, they didn't. They can't make you. There could be some influence. Absolutely. There could be some influence. A situation can influence us towards a feeling state. It can. But beloved, I just want to tell you that you are a magnificently powerful individual who are not imprisoned to your emotions. You're not imprisoned. And even in the most difficult of situations, you can decide that you're going to get to the energizing emotions. You might not get there. You might not be there immediately because the initial situation, right, might trigger you right into the depleting emotions. But after you have a reaction to the situation, then there's an opportunity to choose a response. Yep. After you have a reaction to a situation, there's an opportunity to choose a response. There is. And so now that's a whole nother lesson on how we get to choose response as opposed to react. But I'm just saying that possibility is there. So you're not imprisoned to your emotions, even if you have an emotional response or emotional reaction right away. We could do some things that give us the opportunity of choice. So we're not imprisoned is the whole point that I was making there. So what's a life-giving approach to things not working out? Sometimes they don't work out the way we want them to. But can you trust that ultimately things do work for your good? So it's important to be able to feel what you feel, to name the feelings, to own it, to sit in that sadness and allow it to give you whatever message it is that's yours to have, right? Allow you to get that message. But also allow you then to live beyond the sadness or to live beyond the depleting emotion, to live beyond the thing that didn't work out, to live beyond it, to live fully. And I just know that, okay, all right, that didn't work out. But see, and then this is the other thing. Two things. One, the outcome is not my responsibility. That's Papa's outcome. Like if I'm doing what my soul is inviting me to do, if I show up in that way, I do my due diligence, and the outcome don't come out the way that I intended, that's on Papa. Papa owns the outcome because Papa has the whole puzzle. I don't. The second thing is that sometimes it's what's really the gem is the journey and not the thing that we thought was supposed to work out. Sometimes it's the journey to get to the thing that was really why you were invited to it, never for you to get the thing, never for you to arrive at the place, but for you to have the process to experience the journey of trying to get there. And the becoming was on the journey, not in the arrival. Ooh-wee, that was good. That was good. I'm going to write that down. The becoming was in the journey and not in the arrival. Oh, wow. All right, Papa, thank you for that. All right, beloved, I love y'all. I appreciate you. I value you. At the moment Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. You simply don't have the right to be amazing. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Yes, that was good, right, Erica? It was.